Hi everyone, it's BellaGemaNails, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create your own BellaGemaNails at home. These are my little hamburger nails that I am known to create. I've been doing Kawaii style nails for over 10 years. This is the set I came up with, all hearts for Valentine's Day, and you can see how 3D they are. They are very puffy and in your face. I am going to show you how to do the dipping powder on long nails, and I'm going to show you how I create my little hamburger stacks here. So if you want to learn how to create these, just keep on watching. First thing I do is I will clip my nails, and I like to clip them so that if your nail fits a little small, because I kind of like small nails even if they're press-ons on my real nails. My nails tend to be a little bit wide, so I like to just clip my nails as short as can be without hurting yourself. I do not cut my cuticle. I simply tuck it and push it back, okay? Because when I cut my cuticle, I will eventually get hangnails, and I don't like cutting my cuticles, never have. I ever so slightly buff my nail just to take off the shine. I don't do too much. I do not like filing my nail down at all. I don't know if you've met my chubby thumb before. It is my favorite body part. Look, I'm very flexible as well. Look at that. Then what I do is I lightly dehydrate it by placing alcohol and taking off the excess powder. So this is the first nail that I designed. I put a little magnet on the edge, and since these are Valentines, you can see the two-layered heart. And what I do is I basically stack different charms or buttons. The bottom is a dipping system color, and then what I did is I adhered it with some gel glue there, and it's a little faux little puff. I do use gel glue, pink gel glue. This works best for me. I do apply it to my actual nail. A little dollop. Oh, I didn't press my cuticle. That's right, I forgot. I hold it down for about 10 seconds. So now what I do is if there's a little bit of glue on the edge, I go and swipe it sideways, not towards the nail so you don't get glue on the actual nail. You just remove it from your skin. Make sure that they're not crooked. You can see what that looks like with the little puff. I did forget to push my cuticle back, so let's do that. Make sure you push them back. Some people like to cut them. I definitely do not cut the cuticle. This is the ring fingernail, and you can see it looks like a little hamburger. It is stacked with different color hearts. I like to create quite a bit of volume when I do my 3D. They're wide as well as high. You can see that there. And then I top them with crystals. These are Swarovski crystals. If you've been following me a long time, you will know that these are the kind of nails that I like designing. I started designing these for celebrities over 10 years ago, and it was always kind of my thing, the kawaii style nails, and now I see that people are really getting into them, and I really love that. It's not just putting rhinestones on your nails, that's really fun too, but creating dimension and big 3D nails is very fun for me. So this is the pointer finger, and you can see it's very similar to the ring finger, except I used different colors and the different stacking. So I did the blue at the base, and then the pink in the middle, and then the blue heart on top. And then as long as you kind of match the base color to the nail design, your sets are going to look beautiful. So it can look somewhat cohesive. Here is the thumbnail. I did a large 3D heart, substantially larger than the others. And then I did this one in blue, and then the button at the base is pink, stacked it with the blue, and then a small little pink one on top. And you can see that I did a little diamond accent there on the middle part of the heart at the base of the press-on. I'm not going to show you how to actually create the stacks simply because this really takes a lot of time, and if I showed you each one, this video would be very long, but it's basically just use your better judgment when it comes to how to stack. Just use the colors that you want to use. These, like I said, are buttons that I stacked and glued. I use this glue to adhere them on top of one another. You could also use gel glue. And then I use gel glue to adhere the rhinestones. I'll put links below to what glue I used. And then I put a little heart here at the base, also with gel glue. And then I use gel glue for this rhinestone as well. Okay, I was recently asked, how do I use the dip system with Xxl Nails? These are the second to the longest that I have. These are not the longest. The ones that I have that are XXL are these, and I really do love this brand, and I'll show you what that looks like next to this one. You can see the difference in size. Now I do use the dipping system for both the XXL and the medium XL, and I'm using dipping powder GH Dip. This one is pretty large and it has a lot of depth, so I can stick this thing at an angle and it'll go right through and it'll work. For the XXL system, what you have to do is you have to dip it on one side, put the bond on one side, and then dip it and then do it to the other side. So it's a little bit more work unless you're going to do manual application of your acrylic powders, but I'm going to show you the dipping system with this one, not the long one. So for this design, I used 3 different colors. I used navy blue from GH Dip, I used Rosy Cheeks, again from GH Dip, and I used Purple Haze. So these 3 colors. And the Purple Haze is fluorescent. These 2 are not. And so this is the purple. This is what the blue looks like. It's a little darker than what it appears on the nail. I did 3 coats, and I'll show you how to do it on this one nail here. So I've already created the charm here for the middle nail, and then I created the nails again with the charms. I adhered them already for the right hand side, but I'm going to show you how to do the middle nail now. Okay, so here we have your GH Dip system. You have your base, your activator, your top coat, and your brush saver. I never use the brushes that come with the actual bottles, so I'll show you what I use. So I use a little tacky putty here. And what I do is I take these plastic brushes and I layer one right on top of the other, just like that. My wife walks outside of my window and pretends she's going down an elevator all the time while I'm working. And even if I'm filming, she doesn't care. I just start laughing because she's a weirdo. So this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so what you're going to do first is buff the shine off the nail. So you're going to buff it really well, and I mean edges, the base of the nail, the side of the nail, the tip of the nail. Just buff all the shine away. Dust this little bad boy off. Stir your powder. It's fluorescent, and when I say these really do glow in the dark, they really do. They are very beautiful colors. Their whole line is actually really good. However, I will tell you that anytime you buy pink in any brand, it is very difficult to work with. If you're going to do dipping systems with long nails, I advise you to buy bottles that are, or jars that are larger, wider, and deeper versus the narrow, short ones. Because if you have short nails, that'll work, but not for long nails. If you use the method I'm using here, where you use a separate brush, an applicator for the actual top coat and activator, your brushes will not dry out and your liquids will not dry out. It'll stay perfectly intact. I've had and reused this one here for maybe 10 different uses. There you go again. She's outside again. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to tilt it and put it at an angle, and I always use the pencil method, tried and true. You stick that in and I twist it to one side, and then I take it out and I dust it. Just like that. Sometimes I go in another time if I feel that I put too much liquid. You want to avoid putting too much liquid. Definitely put a thin coat, because we're going to go in 3 different times into the powder with liquid. let this set for about 20-30 seconds. This purple, this is just one coat and it actually looks really nice. The pinks are always very streaky, so the third coat will make the pink look much better, but it's just tricky to work with pink for some reason. Here you're going to apply your second layer. Make sure you get the edges, the corners, the tip. Again, let this set for 20-30 seconds. I'm getting to the bottom of this bottle already. It did not dry out. I'm simply running out. I have a lot more of this, but I like to use the product completely before I dispose of it. So I've already applied the 2 coats of clear. We're going to leave this dry for about a minute and a half. You don't have to put it under UV light. The GH dip doesn't require any of that. It just dries on its own. So if you buy the GH dip, they do give you a dipping powder instructional packet. They give you instructions on how to do it for French powder and then how to use their glitter and solid powders. And it gives you really good pointers, so make sure that you follow the instructions with this one. I am going to give you guys a quick lesson on how to stack charms. I don't think I've ever even shown how to do this on my channel before, but basically it's simple. You will look for charms that you can stack and still see the color, the base color. So you can see how the pink in this, how the contrast looks quite lovely. And then I have a smaller sized heart and I would just glue them. You can glue them with glue, nail glue, gel glue like this, or nail glue gel. And this is the one that I use a lot of times. And I'll post links down below to it. I really do like it. It is very glossy as well, and it protects the nail, it protects the charms, it protects the crystals. So this is what I would do, and then I would place either 7 or 5 SS Swarovski crystals around the edges where it fits, and then taper down depending on size. I kind of eyeball that. I have a lot of Swarovski crystals and crystals of different sizes. Then I'll apply some here. And then I have different size hearts. So I will, this one's domed here. I will place it on top of maybe a big heart to create like a puffy heart. Little contrast there. And then I have all kinds of accent charms. Guys, I don't even know where these are from. They've been in my collection. I have so many nail charms. And I would probably just place a little heart there in the center and then put rhinestones throughout. That's kind of what I did here. And then I start putting rhinestones all on the outside. Here I did crystal AB, and then I did red throughout because, again, Valentine's theme, but you can do whatever it is that you feel inspired to create. Here's the close-up look of the pinky. I love how that turned out. This one has no crystals because it doesn't need it. It has the poof. When I apply 3D charms on nails, I like to rough up where I'm going to place it a little. So I'll take a file and kind of rub it into the powder. So yes, you are roughing it up, but it's okay. We are going to cover it with the charm. So we're going to rough it up a little more. This kind of ensures that the glue and the charm, because it's so large, stay in place and doesn't fall off easily. And then you can take your drill bit too and file the back. I like to rough up the back as well. Take the rough side and just file it. So you can see it is roughed up a bit. It's roughed up here as well. I'm going to take the nail gel and I'm going to create a little bit of a dome right where it goes. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you kind of see where you want it to be placed. You want the tip of the heart to be in the center of the nail. And when you file it, what happens also is that it kind of suctions and sticks to the glue. Look at it at every angle, make sure that it is straight, that the point is centered. When you put it in your UV light, please make sure that you turn it around and you put it at different angles so it can get underneath that chunky charm. So this is what they look like on. It is my full set of BellaGemaNails 3D. These are the big babies. You can see how wide they are, how high and stacked they are. And I love them. I love that they're heart theme. I love that they're Valentines. Are they practical? No. They're not very practical. They're not everyday use nails unless you're used to working with nails. I use my fingertips, not the tips of my fingernails, but I still clean, I still cook and do everything. You can remove the magnetic little puffs just so you don't wet them, but everything else is ready to go. These are fun. You can pop them off, pop them on whenever you feel like it. But this is what they look like, and I'll post links down below to the powders. But a lot of you have asked me how to use the dipping powder, and some of you missed my 3D nails, so I thought that I'd include all of that in this video. If you like this video, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up or pop a comment below. If you're not yet subscribed, I invite you to do so down below. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. So if you made it to the end of the video and you are seeing this part, I am going to be hosting a giveaway, and I am going to be letting you know what you're going to get. I am going to be giving away this Simbono handbag. There is a strap inside here that you can hold over the nook of your arm. You can see the hooks. I've reviewed this brand previously, and this is what I'm going to be giving away for a Valentine's gift. The next item I'm going to be giving away is the Get Feverish eyeshadow palette from LA Girl, and it has all these beautiful brown colors. There are some mattes, there are some shimmers, but it is all a very nice cohesive set, so I'm also going to be including that with the purse. The only thing you need to qualify for entry is be a US resident. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure that you thumbs up the video, and also make sure if you have an Instagram to follow me and DM me and let me know that you followed me there. I'll post links below to my BellaGemaNails account, so make sure that you follow me there. And leave your comment below if you'd like to be entered. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.